Kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick. Hey, Kick! What's kicking? Good to have you. Good to see you. Good to know you. Kick Machine. We're doing a kick stream, for those wondering. Today, we are going to be listening to the second EP from Regurgitator. very loved band out of Australia, out of Brisbane, Australia. You may recall, what was it? Maybe 3 weeks ago? Nah, it can't be. It's more than that. 5 weeks ago? Some number of weeks ago, we listened to their debut EP. This one here, the Hamburger EP, as it was colloquially known. It's just a self-titled. Well, funnily enough, they had a second EP that came out. Well, this came out in 1994, and then they signed to Warner, and it got re-released in 1995. And also in 1995, they put out their second EP. This one is called New, featuring 5 new songs. Now, how do we talk about this without talking about one of the most interesting things that I see about this band? And that is that they managed to get a song on mainstream radio that features the C word. That's right. On this EP, the song Blubber Boy, which was the second single, copped a lot of radio play across mainstream radio. And in the song is the C word. And you can kind of hear it. Like, I mean, fans of the band knew the word was there because we were all singing along to it. But what we didn't, or what the mainstream radio didn't know, is they didn't know the band, I guess. They didn't know their humor. They didn't get it. They just thought it sounded cool. So what I want to talk about, or what I want to investigate on this stream before we listen to the EP, is just how that might have happened. Like, how did this band... Yo, Hendrik, how you doing, man? Ah, the Gurge, yeah, dude. Good to see you, man. Hendrik's the first in the Kick chat. Didn't come up on the screen, though. Or maybe it didn't. I didn't seize it. I didn't see it. Can you chat again on the Kick machine? I'll just see if it does come up. It should come up. I don't know. I didn't do anything differently. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, how did this band that had this EP get signed to Warner, release this EP, and then go on to become a household name in Australia? Because I got to be honest, and you might remember when we listened to this EP, the songs on here, they're not going to grab your attention. There you go, Chitty Chat. Thank you, Hendrik. It's working now. The songs on this EP are not going to grab the attention of the mainstream lovers, the mainstream radio lovers. It's not going to happen, is it? The songs on this EP, maybe. The second single, Blubber Boy, sure. I mean, it's a fun-loving song, and I'm sure it with the right AR people and the right amount of promotion, yeah, I can see how that might have happened. It's just it's very humorous that they managed to slide that onto the radio, under the radar, and there's the C word. And the C word I'm referring to is the one that sounds like punt, but starts with a K, if you know what I mean. Very interesting. So, oh, by the way, the history of these EPs, they didn't... Can I take it out of the... It's a bit scratchy. They didn't come out like this on a double side. They came out on CD individually. Now, I did own them. Duncan owns them these days. He bought them off me back in the day. I don't really own CDs too much anymore. I'm happy to have the vinyl. The vinyl got this reissue, this double side kind of thing. I don't know. It's a little bit dubious. I thought there might have been some cool artwork and stuff. And as you know from watching the last stream, it's just in a sleeve like that. There's nothing there really to be said. But what we can do is we can pull up, I guess, the Wikipedia, and we can do a little bit of studying and a little bit of learning about where this falls into the, you know what? I'm just going to leave it out. Yeah, where this falls into their, I guess you could say, the discography. So let's go to Wikipedia. We've been on this wedge page before for Regurgitator, so it should come up pretty easily. Regurgitator, Australian rock band. So let's bring this up larger so we can all seize it. Now, we've already read about the band, and we've learnt about how I first heard about them and where they came into my radar. So if you want to hear about that, you can go back and check the previous stream. But we are mainly looking for the history early years. Yeah, the Regurgitator EP and the new EP. So Regurgitator, originally a three-piece indie rock band with Quan Yeomans on guitar and vocals, Ben Eli bass and vocals, and Martin Lee on drums. The three have purportedly met on a bus in inner city Brisbane. At the time, all three were already in several bands: Pangaea, Zoorastica, Precision Oiler, Brasilia, among others. Regurgitator at this time was not considered to be the main focus of any member, rather a side project to the other bands. The debut self-titled EP released in October 1994. And by the way, a side note, I got it wrong last time we did the stream. The one that I bought was not the self-released EP. The one that I bought was on Warner, which what they did was they self-funded and self-released, then they got signed. Then Warner said, okay, we'll package up that first EP and we'll put it out there for you, like properly. We'll market it and get it done. So the one I bought was the Warner version, and the one Duncan has now. And then in the same year, 1995, the label must have said, well, we need some more music. So they came up with the next EP, the New. So that's how that all fits in. With the emergence of Brisbane's underground music scene in the early 1990s, major labels such as Warner took the initiative to expand its Australian music roster. A&R rep Michael Parisi initially pursued Pangaea, which is Ben Eli's band, a popular and established band in Brisbane's underground that Ben Eli fronted, Ben Eli being bass player in The Gurge. It wasn't until Parisi was supplied with Pangaea recordings by their manager Paul Curtis that he discovered The Gurge, or Regurgitator, but the Australians, we call them The Gurge. Whose material was also presented as part of a potential Valve label P&D deal. Publishing and distribution, P&D stands for. Ironically, Parisi would push for the far less established band to be signed because it was the hook that Pangaea, for all the excitement had generated on stage, had lacked. So Pangaea didn't have the hook that The Gurge had. The band signed with Warner early in 95. They re-released their debut EP, the Hamburger one, in February, which charted at number 45 on the ARIA Singles Chart, Australia Record Industry Association chart. Regurgitator quickly released another EP titled New, which featured the radio hit Track 1 and Blubber Boy, which is the song that features the C word. And this EP peaked at number 30 on the ARIA charts. Let's read about the EP skis. New is the second EP by Australian rock band Regurgitator. The EP was released in August of 1995, peaking at number 30. It was also nominated for highest selling single. I guess that's for Blubber Boy. Singles, the EP was supported by two promotional radio singles, Track 1 and Blubber Boy, both of which had video clips. However, no official single was commercially released. Blubber Boy polled at number 17 on Triple J's Hottest 100 in 1995. Now, it doesn't seem to mention anything about the C word. Interesting. Well, there's a little highlight for the track Blubber Boy. Let's read what that has to say. Blubber Boy is a song by Australian rock band Regurgitator. The song was released as a radio single in 1995, promoting the band's second EP, New. Song was also released in the UK, I did not know that, as a CD and a 7-inch single. Song ranked at number 17 on Triple J's Hot 100. A remix version of the song, Riding the Wave of Fashion Mix, was released on the band's debut. I'm going to talk about that when we get to the debut album, but that's interesting. Different release. Details. Yeomans, Quan, the frontman, had been inspired by a book on a feminist fairy tales given to him by Kylie Gaffney. Is that the chick from... No, why am I thinking Screamfeeder? No, it's not. Gaffney, what am I mixing up there? Anyway, Gaffney says here, Australian rock musician and performance artist. Yeah, what? Who's Kylie Gaffney? What bands has she been in? Doesn't say. Australian rock musician, performance artist, signed just under her solo name. Okay, she's got 2 albums, Bit of Fluff, and Sweet Meat. They're cool names for albums. Makes me want to check out her stuff. Bit of Fluff and Sweet Meat. Okay, so Kylie Gaffney gave a book to Yeomans, to Quan, and then Ben said Quan brought the song into practice, and Martin and I are going, are you sure you want to do this? To us, it was uncool because it wasn't in 7/8 time, but it felt good. And he said the word, that word, so it doesn't get a mention here. So he said the word. Can you believe that this got onto the radio? Can you believe it slid in under the radar like that? They got this on the freaking mainstream radio, dudes, and it went high. He said the word punt in it quite a lot. So then we're like, he's swearing, it must be okay. Of all the Inuit-based fairy tales in the book, Blubber Boy was the tamest one, according to Yeomans. Reception. In 2019, Tyler Jenke from The Brag ranked Regurgitator's best songs, with Blubber Boy coming in at number 3. Jenke said it's not often the bands that get their start by singing a song based upon an Inuit fairy tale about a drowned boyfriend and blubber replacements, but Regurgitator aren't exactly a normal band. Prime example of their early talent, Blubber Boy is still a tune whose chorus commands a massive sing-along during live shows. It does indeed. Funnily enough, they did not perform it when I last saw them in a few months ago up at Wollongong Waves. Andrew Stafford in Pig City called it unabashed pop, instantly memorable, with a lyric as ribald as it was eccentric. Nice. In support of the two-plung album, Regurgitator performed Blubber Boy alongside singles FSO and Kung Fu Sing. We'll get to all that another time. On the Australian music show Recovery, they did 3 songs. That's rad. Looking back at that performance in 2009 interview with the band, Dylan Lewis, the show's host, was surprised at how they got away with performing the song on a Saturday morning TV's time slot, considering its lyric. That's true. Yeah, not only did they get it on mainstream radio, they played it live on children's television at 8:30 or 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Yeomans considers the Recovery performance to be one of my proudest moments from the early days of the Gurge. Nice. So it came out as a single, Power Tool and Gravy. So there you go. That's the little history. Now, what I like doing is going to Discogs and just seeing what we have in our hands here. Now, we know that this album is not a... this particular piece of vinyl is nothing rare, nothing exciting, because I bought it most recently a couple of years ago. So there won't be anything exquisite about this, but I just want to see for my own satisfaction. Let's just change format to a vinyl. We only want to look at vinyl. And scroll down. I guess it's one of the more recent releases. Yo, Hendrik, I wonder if commercial radio played Bubble Boy. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They did. Triple M played it, dude. That's what I'm saying. I probably wasn't clear enough. It wasn't just Triple J that played it. Triple M were playing this. They didn't even know what they were hearing. That's pretty cool. A 7-inch split with the Gurge and Scream Feeder. Regurgitator new EPs. Yeah, this is on Valve Records. So there's nothing special about these. This is what I've got. Yeah, so there's nothing special about these at all. And it lists them all as one big album, but it's not. It's 2 albums. Let me see the barcode just for shits and gigs. The barcode ends in 287 skins. Doesn't it have the barcode right here? Catalog number V135V skis. Could be on the record itself. I'm just interested. I know. No Valve number there. Nothing there, skins. Ah, shit. Is there any Valve record number slumber? Diddly. Doesn't have it there. It does there. V135V. So yeah, all these ones. Released in Australia 2014. Why are there 3 versions of it? Test pressing. That came out in blue vinyl and just came. So that's the test pressing there. Then it came out as a blue vinyl, and then it came out just as regulation. So I've got the regulation here. Dude, they're still selling for $60. Who's buying it? I mean, I guess I bought it for $60. So there you go, $60, still available. So with all that said, I'll read off the track listings on here just so that you can get an idea of what's coming. 5 songs on the EP, same with the Hamburger EP. Track 1 is, oddly enough, track 1. Track 2, Power Tool, one of my favorites. Track 3, Blubber Boy, you know what we've been talking about. Track 4, Gravy. Track 5, 7 foot 10, which is a funny song. 7 foot 10 inches. Oh, and there's also a throwaway song at the end, much like they did on this one. The throwaway one in one ear, out the other, in one ear and out the other. It goes for like 12 seconds or something. The throwaway song on this one is called Chuck Up Your Nuts. So what we're going to do, we're going to play the album in full, but of course, what's better than music? Music with beer. And what better beer is there than a homebrew? I'm going to go and get one out of the fridge. So I want to have a beer while we listen. While I do that, I'm going to leave you with the latest surfing clip of mine. It's from, not yesterday, day before. And I'll leave you with that. And when the surfing clip finishes, you'll see a blowfly doing aerobics on a piece of styrofoam. And I'll be coming back soon after that. Beer it up, yeah. I'll be right back with beer. Enjoy the surfing clip. And then we'll get into new from the Gurge. I'm looking forward to hearing this good stuff. See you soon. Yo, Davo, how you doing, man? Where are my glasses? Hey, Gibbs and everyone in the chat. I need some beers too. Well, I wish I could help you. I've only got the one home brew. I'm working tomorrow, so this isn't going to be a long stream. We're just going to play the EP and then I'm going to be done. But yeah, definitely going to have a homebrew with this. Let me crack it right about now, actually. Where's my... oh, here's glassy and homebrew beer. Oh, you know, I'm not going to pour it over the vinyl, am I? I am not going to do that. So let's get this out of the way skis. And I will pour it gently here. Exclamation pour for a beer. Cheers, ears, business, tears. I'm doing well, thanks. Gibbs, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Thank you for asking. Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to know you. Welcome to the stream. You're in right time. You're in good timing and the right place. Let us put the vinyl onto the record player and have a listen to Regurgitator's second EP. It's called New. Came out in 1995. And we're going to hear it soon on the record player. I've also got to get the chat out too, because I'm going to be in the chat with you yahoos. Let me just put it on here and be done. I gave this a wet clean before, so it should be nice and good to go. Pretty much as it is. We shouldn't have to do anything more to that. I'll grab the chat and then I'll be with you yahoos, because we're going to mute the mics and we're going to have a listen to the EP in its entirety. Exclamation pour. Thank you, Hendrik. Well, here I am. I'll just check that the chat's working. Check the chat. Check the chat. Is the chat working for me? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. All right, folks, let's get into Regurgitator's second EP on the Warner Brothers record label. This is the EP called New. First track is track 1. Let's get across and have a listen to this, starting with track 1, skins. Cheers as eases. Enjoy the Gurge. Might close that window as well. It's all white up there.
Contradicted, lost my integrity, just momentarily. Rabbit sorry ass and pin the fucker down, please. Slap it in the face till it quits. Stop hysteric rhetoric from my friend. You can fucking bury it. I'm just a sucker like you. 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 I'm just a sucker like you.
buster to the dark end, sing the way their hard out of working team, saves every day and save the buster even jerking. Cause you see now. A dark fog is coming to the city. A fat city of prisoners in it. Only people seeing crawl all around. All about putting the caterpillar on the ground.
I'm your brother boy, you should love me. I look like your love drown in the sea. I'm fishing in the sun, I'm melting. Run me on your gun, I'll come back again. I'm your brother boy, you should love me. The sun beat me down too viciously. I fell into the ground what I used to be. I'm melting away, I'm nothing again. I'm your brother boy, you should love me. I'm melting away, so bury me. I'm your brother boy, you should love me. I'm melting away, so bury me.
satisfaction. Gonna play hey, cause we'll get disappointed. Don't be late, this is a regular appointment. Just some suggestion. Answer the question. The question is,
Hey babe, wanna get laid? You don't have to answer, I'll take it for granted. God, you wanna fuck? We're both fucking drunk. He's a fine looking bitch. Check out his tits. Yes, the tick. Can I break you off some of my beef stick? Yum, 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 yum. Cause I'm looking for a big cat that I can bite up. Acting like a tough shit, so you like to rough it up. Better off penis, don't come between us. Kinda fucking smell it, cause I never clean it. Tease me, tease me, tease me till I lose control. My eyes are on you. This is the dark place where we dilly-dally. No turns to yes in the shadows of this alley. That's right.
That's not the second one. This is the second one. Okay, the second one now.
Check out the action with Regurgitator's #1 hit with the bullet, Chuck Up Your Nuts. Out now.
There you go, folks. Ending out in true Regurgitator fashion, the EP, new, closing out there with Chuck Up Your Nuts. Now, what I was hearing, and it's been a while since I listened to this EP. In fact, I've never listened to the vinyl version of it, but what I was hearing there, and I made comment in the chat, first thing noticeable from the difference from the first EP to the second one is this one's way heavier, like by a magnitude. This is a heavier sound. I mean, that last track, probably not the greatest indicator of that, but throughout the first, second, and third, even Blubber Boy's got a heavy section, I suppose. But yeah, I just heard that it just gave me the vibe that they've got a heavy side to them. I guess the stage is now set because what you've heard from that first EP, the Hamburger one, and from New, you've heard this kind of this mix matching of sounds. Like you got this heavy guitar, you've got this hip hop inspired. I mentioned that too. It's like hip hop sort of inspired, like singing, like vocal delivery. You've got this infectious groove kind of thing going on. A lot of just groove and bass lines with like cruisy guitars. So they had all this stuff together. All they needed to do was put it down onto a full album and make it like, excuse the pun, make it into a unit, and then they'd have something. And so what I'm going to do in the future is go ahead and we'll play their first album, because we've got like the stage already laid out, and all we need to do now is just fill that out. And that album is called Tu Plung, and it's a banger. It does feature songs off this EP, of both of these EPs, re-recorded to make it into the album, if you like, whereas this is a bit more of a stitching together of songs, whereas the album is an album, like of songs recorded at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to that, because yeah, I think this band is probably one of Australia's most unique bands. You know, they've got an incredible skill set with their instruments, and I love the fact that, as they say, they just regurgitate sounds. So everything that they take on, they hear, they just spit that back out into their own thing. So there's no, it's like Ween, right? There's no genres that they stick to. They just skip around and spew forth whatever they're feeling. And I think that's the greatest thing about music. Have you already got it? Yes, I did, Hendrik. I bought all of those albums. Look, this band has had a whole bunch of records over the years. I'm only looking at those early days because I like their old stuff better than their new stuff. And gee, this thing just writes itself. Yeah, look, I mean, nothing against their new stuff. And I mean, I just saw them play live recently, photographed their set. They're still incredibly cool, still really great at their thing. They've still got a great show. They're still writing great music. But for me personally, it's kind of like a bit of a trip down memory lane to even have this. So that's why I'm just looking at their older stuff. But just in regards to those chat comments, like the exclamation, I don't know why they're so delayed. Is anybody else having delayed Botrix notifications on? I mean, that was like exclamation poor. Let's do a test. I'll do it right now. I'm going to type in exclamation poor, and I'm going to hit enter. I just hit enter. Are you kidding me? It came instantly. Are you serious? That did not do that before. It took like minutes. I just farted. Hendrik just farted. That did not do it like that before. I don't have any explanation as to why that was so delayed, but it was. Was it delayed maybe only on the scene of the virtual vinyl, like the record playing? That can't be right. Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that little trip down memory lane? That's going to be weird. That is going to be weird. Should we just check? Let me just go back to here. Now someone do it. I'll just do exclamation fart.
I just farted.
So it wasn't the scene. I don't know. It's just Botrix having a bit of a hissy fit. Either way, we are at the end of the EP, and so I am working tomorrow, so I'm going to call it here. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being here. Hendrik, I didn't get dinged off YouTube, but I had my email account right there on that monitor. Whenever I do these virtual vinyls, I'm watching the email. If I get a notification, I'm going to stop it on YouTube. Didn't happen. This is on Warner though, so I'm sure I'll get it later. There'll be like a day's delay, and then it'll be like, yeah, all those stuff has to come down. It didn't happen tonight. It didn't happen on the stream, but it will happen, or it could happen after the fact. So that's what I'm waiting for. And by the way, I'm not even going to say it, but it's getting closer to August. Marty's coming down on the first weekend in August. That's not this weekend, not the weekend we're in, not the one coming. The one after, Marty will be down here to talk Alice Springs. We'll see if that actually goes down. But if it does, we'll stream it. We'll do a stream. We'll hang out. Anyway, I'm out of here now, though. Thank you for being here. Cheers, Hendrik. Thanks, Netskis. And thanks, Davo, as well. Cheers. Kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick.